All right, everybody, get ready because this deep dive, for anyone who's ever felt like, there's got to be more to life, we're going to unpack some seriously powerful
It's
ideas.
about how to get what you want, how to achieve those big goals.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to draw some inspiration today from, the great Bob
I
Proctor.
love Bob Proctor.
Yeah, so we're diving into this motivational talk.
Okay.
It's called The Power of Visualization, and it was originally actually delivered in Spanish.
Interesting.
Yeah. But, it's all about this idea that we can actively shape our own reality.
Right. We hear that a lot, but how?
But how? Exactly. So this is not just some mystical, think positive and it'll happen kind of thing.
Right.
It's a three-pronged approach.
Yeah.
Right. And it's really rooted in how our brains work.
I like it already.
Yeah. So it all starts with this idea of visualization.
Okay. Yeah.
The speaker uses this really cool analogy of planting a seed, right? So when you visualize what you want, it's like you're planting that desire in your mind.
I like that. Planting the seed.
I love that too, but I have to admit, I've always struggled with visualization.
Really?
Yeah, it feels a little like wishful thinking to me.
Mm.
Like, okay, I can picture myself, winning an Olympic gold medal in underwater basket weaving.
Underwater basket weaving, that's a thing.
Right. But it doesn't mean it's going to happen just because I can picture it.
Right. Yeah. And that's where understanding the science is so important, because this isn't just about, daydreaming. When you vividly visualize something, like really vividly, you're actually activating the same neural pathways in your brain as if you were experiencing it in real life.
Wait, really? So my brain doesn't know the difference between me like actually winning that underwater basket weaving medal and just really, really picturing it.
Well, not exactly. It's not magic. But the more you engage in that vivid visualization, the more you're training your brain to bridge the gap between what you can imagine and what you can actually achieve.
So it's like giving my brain a target to aim for.
Yes, exactly. It's like your brain gets a sneak peek of what success looks and feels like, and then it starts figuring out, okay, how do we make this happen?
That's pretty cool.
It is. And you know what? In this talk, the speaker actually challenges the audience directly.
Oh, right.
Like, what's stopping you from picturing yourself in that dream job, living that fulfilling life? Like right now,
Yeah,
It's a call to action.
it is. Okay, so we've planted the seed, right, with this visualization. But I'm guessing we can't just sit back and wait for it to magically sprout into like a big gold tree.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
That's where the work comes in. We need a plan.
Right.
Visualization is the fuel.
Okay.
Planning is the roadmap.
Oh, I like that. A roadmap. Okay. So we're not just like wandering around in our minds hoping for the best.
No. We need direction,
Yeah.
right? And the speaker, they use this really cool analogy to kind of illustrate this. Imagine you're trying to climb a mountain.
Okay.
You can picture yourself, standing triumphantly at the summit. Like that's the motivation.
Right.
That's the spark.
Right.
But to actually get there, you need a plan.
Yeah.
You need a step-by-step guide, right?
Yeah.
To navigate the terrain, overcome those obstacles.
So how do we translate that mountain climbing analogy into like real life? Like say my goal is to, I don't know, write a novel.
Okay, so you want to write a novel.
I've always wanted to write a novel.
It's all about breaking down that big goal, right?
Right.
Because writing a whole novel, that can feel overwhelming.
Right.
So you break it down into smaller steps.
Okay.
So instead of write a novel, it's I'm going to write for 30 minutes every day.
Okay.
I'm going to outline my story idea, or even just I'm going to brainstorm some characters.
So it's about like creating those base camps, right, on the way to the summit.
Exactly.
Each step, no matter how small it seems, it's moving you closer to that final goal.
You're building momentum.
Yeah.
And you're proving to yourself, hey, I can do this.
That's huge, right? Because I'm thinking about all the times I've given up on something because it just felt too big.
Yeah.
What if I had like broken it down into those smaller steps?
It's a different way of thinking, right?
Yeah.
This whole approach, it's about changing your mindset. And that brings us to the third and like arguably the most crucial element of this whole thing, belief.
Oh, here we go.
Because you can have the most amazing vision board, you can have all the plans laid out.
Right.
But if you don't actually believe that you can achieve it, it's like you're climbing that mountain, but you've got a backpack full of doubt.
Ugh. Self-doubt. Tell me about it. It's like my constant companion, always there whispering, "Who are you kidding? You'll never pull this off." So how do we silence that inner critic? How do we cultivate that belief?
The speaker, they have this amazing line in the talk. They say, "What you believe, you create." And it's so true. It's about recognizing how powerful your mind is.
Okay. When you truly believe you can do something, it unlocks this incredible potential within you.
Okay, but how does that actually work? That's the part I struggle with. It still feels a bit like magic to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get it. It's like, okay, so I just believe it and it'll happen. How does that work?
It's about what that belief does to your mind. When you really believe you can achieve something, you start to see things differently.
Okay.
You see possibilities you didn't see before. You're more open to new ideas, to new solutions. It's like that doubt. It creates a wall in your mind, and belief just knocks it right down.
I like that.
Yeah.
It opens up all these possibilities.
Exactly.
But what about those times when, let's be real, when the results just aren't there yet?
Right.
Like how do we keep believing even when we're discouraged? When that doubt creeps back in? This is where it gets really interesting. The speaker talks about it's not just about believing you can achieve the goal. It's about believing that you've already achieved it.
Wait, what? You mean like walking around pretending I'm a best-selling author even though I haven't even finished writing the first chapter?
Not pretending, believing. It's about shifting your mindset, your internal reality, to match the reality you want to create.
Okay.
The speaker says, this is where the magic happens.
Really?
When you truly believe you already have what you're working towards, it changes everything. It changes how you act, the decisions you make, even your energy.
So it's like I'm embodying that feeling of success even before I can actually hold it in my hands.
Yes, exactly. It's powerful stuff. And it's not always easy to do, but it's about having that unwavering faith.
Yeah.
Especially when things get tough.
This is amazing. Okay, so just to recap here. We start with visualization, right? Planting that seed. Then we need a plan, a roadmap to get us there. And the secret ingredient, the thing that makes it all happen, is belief. That unshakable belief in ourselves and the power of our own minds.
You got it.
Yeah.
Visualization, planning, belief. Those three things together are a force for transformation.
It's pretty incredible when you think about it, right? We're not just like along for the ride in our own lives. We actually have the power to create the life that we want.
And that's a message that I think really resonates with people. It's empowering. No matter who you are, where you're starting from, you have that potential within you.
It's like this speaker is giving us the keys.
Yes.
And it's to us what we do with them.
Exactly. And it's a journey, right? It takes work, it takes consistency, but it all starts with that decision, that commitment to believe in yourself.
This has been amazing. I'm feeling so inspired, and I hope our listeners are too. So here's a little challenge for everyone listening. What are you visualizing for yourself? What are you planning? And most importantly, what do you believe in? Because that's where it all starts. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep believing.